Hello Aries, welcome to your love reading. I'm Esther from Pheno Tarot. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And you can also check your other placements for more messages. And of course, cross watchers are also welcome here. Okay, please take what resonates only. All right. So someone's definitely kind of having an epiphany moment here. They're realizing how they may have been pushy and like I'm getting a bully here, and with that mean girl behavior, and they could have we have loss of direction. We have someone who lost their way in life here, someone who bullied you and also was non-committal towards you, and I feel like they want to reach out. So or they have some kind of conversation. So there's some kind of huge kind of thing that they want to address, and it is in regards to this trust issues here and in regards to taking the wrong way in the past. And what they're doing right now is they're putting the pieces together, Aries. They're realizing how immature they were, and this is someone who cares about their social status. They have a lot of pride and ego here, and they also are very competitive. They worry about what people think about them. They worry about their image. Do I look good? Someone who cares about the way they dress, how they're seen, and it could be someone who has a higher social status, whether they have a lot of money or clout or something like that. Well, we might find out more about that. But this is someone who there could be some distance between you two. Definitely emotional here with the trust issues for sure, but also for some of you, actual travel distance, okay? And right now, they kind of lost their way with that toxic mean girl behavior in the past, and gender is not important. This could be a man, a woman, or anything in between. And what they're doing is they want to reach out, but they're not really sure how to do it. So let's go ahead and find out more. Tell me more about this person. We have someone who, yeah, definitely I was getting like no contact for a lot of you, but they definitely want to end this no contact. And okay. What I'm getting here is this is someone who was very hot and cold. One moment they were very intimate, maybe like kind of pouring out their feelings, very kind, very, you know, giving only you attention one moment, and then the next moment they were kind of like in this mean girl energy. And once again, gender is not important. At the bottom of the deck, we have double trouble. This is someone who may have chosen someone over you in the past, okay, with this double trouble and loss of direction. It's like they lost their way. They made the wrong decision in love here in the past, and what they're doing is they're putting, since you two last spoke, they've realized a lot. They're putting, they're understanding what they did. They understand what happened. And in the past, it's like they didn't really know how to act right, okay, how to be mature. And oh my gosh, the mesmerized, I love this card. It's like my favorite card maybe of this deck. So we have Zendaya here. Hypnotized by you in a trance like state. So it's like someone who you're not talking to, but they're definitely checking you out. Excuse me. Some way, somehow, they have access to something about what you look like, right? They have access to pictures of you some way, somehow. And I feel like current, not, it's mesmerized. So it's not like nostalgic, it's current. It's like they think you are hot stuff here, okay? Gender is not important. Once again, it's about the energy. Okay, I'll stop saying that. Okay, now, reckless AF. This person wants to reach out, but they know that they were so mean and reckless. They were like immature, reckless, just oh my gosh, up to no good, acting out of like their worst interest. And I feel like just wanting to sabotage things. It's just like, you know how like some mean girl teenagers or boys or whatever, because both genders, or everyone does this, right? Everyone does this. So what I'm trying to say, okay, is I feel like this person would like acted like very junior high bully with you, okay? And they didn't necessarily have to be partying all the time. They could have, and they could have had definitely some bad friends, bad influences around them, but also what I'm getting is they could have had some bad attachments. Now that you know the story better than I do, it's like, were they listening to self-limiting beliefs? Were they very insecure and projecting? Were they, you know, what were they doing? Okay. Or did they actually, you know what I'm getting? Is that it was mostly internal influence. Okay. Yes, they may have surrounded themselves by some questionable people for sure, but ultimately it was just a reflection of what they were trying to manifest, which was just a mess. They wanted a mess, okay? Because this was just bad energy, bad intentions, okay? And I feel like just acting without thinking, just and now they're thinking now. That's why they're putting the pieces together now. And it's like they know that they've created trust issues by acting without thinking whatever they did. You know, it's some pretty, you know, just icky, cringe, icky behavior is what I'm getting. Okay, so with this basic energy, I feel like they did something here. Okay, they did something here with you, Aries, that you were just like I said, icky, cringe. With the with basic, like no offense to Starbucks or anything, right? But what I'm saying is that it's like this, you held this person in good esteem, right? You're like, ooh, maybe this person vibed on your level, right? Because maybe you were like, no one's on my level, no one's up to my speed, and you were like, wow, this person's kind of impressive, right? But then they started cringing, demonstrating some cringe, mean, bullying, immature behavior, and you're like, that's so basic. Like, are you serious? Like, it's just so unbelievable, like whether they were too old, whether it was just so cliche, whether it was just so they were in so much self-denial here. That's what I'm picking up, and it was just such a turn off here. And it was just like, ooh, I can't even trust my own picking abilities. Like, wow, that was I chose someone really basic. Just so immature, like the whole cliche of an immature teenager, right? That's what I was thinking, like junior high immature. And I feel like it was just like they were like probably decades out of that demographic, and even when you are in that demographic, it's like you shouldn't behave like that, right? So it's like but anywho, so it's like the reason this person was acting so cringe and icky is like they definitely lost course, because it's like you did pick up on their potential to be like on your vibe in your vibe tribe, right? But it's like boom, they chose the dark side is what I'm getting with that mean girl behavior, that basic. It's like they didn't go their own way, they chose some cliche. Okay, so you know it, whether it's like just some, they let you down and went, they were cliche and basic, and it was just like, ooh, I'm so much better than this. Like that kind of like really helped you, because it's like, ew, that's so basic, ew, you know what I mean? I can't even explain it, but there was some kind of judgment call that this person made that really exposed their colors and their insecurities and their projections and why they were acting so bullying towards you. I feel like it was like, I'm getting a projection of their own insecurities onto you, and then they made some judgment call against their own grain is what I'm getting. And it was like, oh, that's so basic, right? And then with the double trouble for some of you, it's like I love how I'm getting two meanings here, double meanings. So you two kind of like you two kind of your vibe tribe, right? You are, yeah, you saw this like opportunity for a ride or die. Oh, that's so cute. You two are like two peas in a pod, very adventurous, very with this reckless. You two like an adventure, right? You two like an adventure, and you were like, oh wow, let's have adventures, like vibe tribe. Let's go. Let's be double trouble. Let's go. Right? But then I feel like for some of you, they chose someone else to go off on adventures with. For some of you, right? And it's like you knew this person was trouble. You knew it, right? And but like you thought, hopefully good trouble, right? Because sometimes a little bit of trouble is fun, right? We all, well, not all of us, but some of us are a little bit adventurous and free-spirited and outgoing, and I feel like Aries, definitely you have that side to you, and you were like, wow, this is someone who's like ride or die, right? I feel like, oh, now that I think about it, it's like, yeah, one thing that I like about an Aries is that they were like, you want to do this? I'm like, yeah, you know. I was a Gemini, so I'm just like, let's do it, right? So I feel like maybe you felt that same kind of affinity with this person, where you guys could just like quickly, boom, go off on some really cool, fun adventures, and it was Vibe Tribe, and it was like you two in a car itself was like the adventure, you know what I mean? And then boom, they took off in another direction here, and that's why it's like, what happened here? We were like vibing. What happened? And why did you have to be such a disappointment with that icky cringe behavior? And yeah, you may have had to set your boundaries here. And then it's like with this lovers and friends energy, it's like you two, it's like Vibe Tribe once again. It's like you two can like talk for hours. You can, you know, show each other really cool things like music, songs, movies, books, TV shows, jokes, whatever, and adventures, right? And then you guys can just like talk about it and analyze it and just like learn from each other. And it's like you guys just enrich each other's adventures and experiences and life journeys. It's just like, it's amazing. It's like soulmate. It's giving me soulmate, and I tend to pick up on soulmate readings anyway, so it's like, yeah. Yeah, but anywho. And anyways, that's what interests me anyway. So we have someone who's definitely just seeing your soulmate energy, and it's like no one's ever connected with them on this like lover and friend level, and that's why they're mesmerized by you. And it's like, what were they thinking by not committing to you and being so basic, and maybe choosing someone who was so like cliche? And I don't know how that even, like, cliche meaning in a way that like, just tell me you're insecure without telling me you're insecure, right? That's what it's giving me. Let's find out more. Excuse me. Okay, tell me about Mean Girls, Reckless. What is this Mean Girls and Reckless energy? What is this Mean Girls and Reckless energy? Okay. 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 So I feel like this connection, Aries, it was awesome, right? Like I said, Vibe Tribe. I feel like you were like bored, poof, out of nowhere. This universe brought you someone who you were like, oh, we're gonna have like fun forever, right? This is my vibe, this is my person. We're gonna have like a lifelong adventure together, right? With this Wheel of Fortune, you're like, finally, right? Awesome, I deserve this. And I feel like you felt the fateness of it. I don't know how to say it. You felt you were destined to meet somehow, and you knew that this person was very, very important, because it's the first card here. It's like, maybe even before you even saw this person, like, because like they're over here, it's like, I don't know, there's just some kind of aura around this connection between you two and this person, maybe before you even met them and stuff, that like you were like, this is tribe, this is soul tribe, right? And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So we have Virgo energy, we have the fixed energy, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus energy as well. Then we also have Sagittarius, Taurus, Gemini again. Okay, so anywho, so you're like, wow, this is awesome. Let's go. Double trouble, let's go. The world is our oyster here. Okay, it's just like two peas in a pod, and it's just like, oh my gosh, amazing, amazing. Just overwhelmed with like, you know, feeling blessed and feeling like this is everything I've ever wanted. Maybe you feel like you manifested it somehow, and you felt like it was like, you know, your karma, right? And then it's like, I feel like you did everything right here, Aries. You were very, you tried to live up, excuse me, you tried to live up to whatever standards that this person had, and I feel like they kind of had some mean girl energy regarding their standards. Maybe they said some backhanded compliments regarding the way you look or regarding like your confidence or something. I'm getting something regarding that. And just some kind of like mean girl bullying, like, ew, like, you know how when people just, oh, you look good for a da 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 da, like some kind of backhanded compliment, okay? And I feel like this person was kind of held to harsh, high standards in their past, so it's like something that they do. They could have Virgo in their chart here. When it comes to like criticizing people, but yet they can't take any, it's like they can, dish it, but they can't take it, right? They can take it, but they can't, what is it? They can take it, but they can't, oh my gosh, you know what I'm trying to say. It's someone who can give criticism, but if you say one thing like, oh, there's a piece of lint on your shirt, they like have a nuclear meltdown. That's what I'm kind of getting. And then they resort to just like saying some mean things. They might like show you a poker face. They'll wait for wait for the right moment to say something really, really mean, really, really mean. And they're a master of like criticizing people here. Okay. Okay, so I feel like that's something that happened here quickly after this amazing start here with the mean girl energy. And then with the burden, it's like it probably really affected you. Yeah, I'm getting that this really deeply affected you. And it's like you, like I said, you tried to work hard to be perfect, to like live up to this person's impossible standards. And I get that they were kind of saying things to put you in this goal moving energy. They were like moving the goal and like, oh, well, this person's like, trying to make you feel insecure, like maybe making remarks about your appearance, other people's appearance, comparing things like that, and then making you feel like you were not good enough, and then trying to, but they were doing it to get some kind of rise, some reaction, to make you feel less than because they felt less than. And then we have the King of Swords in reverse. So it's like, yes, this person was doing that, was using this mean girl energy to gain power. This callous, they were being callous. It's because they were weak. It's like they lost their direction. They were cutting off their emotions. They were trying to manipulate and control the situation with that mean girl energy. And they had the power, and I feel like there was a power imbalance. They had the power, and it's like one way to keep it too, and to like increase the power imbalance was to keep you on your toes. Yeah, it's like, what was it? The best defense is an offense or something like that. It's like they were manipulating the situation by keeping you on your toes, by making you carry the burden, by making you think that, oh, this is your fault, that's your fault, but maybe not directly saying this is your fault, but maybe saying things like, oh, like you're really da da da, you know what I mean? Something like that. And it's just like they were emotionally manipulating you and controlling you, and they knew that they had the power, and they knew that they were misusing it. And then that's why we have trust issues. Tell me more about trust issues. Yeah, I feel like you might feel like once they got what they wanted from you, they just took off. I feel like it's like that was the end of the story here, right? It's like it was an amazing start here, but then this person kind of like created some weird power dynamic with this mean girl energy, putting you down, just making you feel like you had to like carry all the weight in this relationship, right? Like forgive them, let them do what they wanted, and then just like take whatever they want, like be the pushover, be like the welcome mat, right? That's what this person wanted. It was your cross to bear with their insecure mean girl behavior. That was just like, you just had to take it, right? And then with this King of Swords energy, Aries, it's like, it's like you knew what was up. You knew what was up. And I feel like this person wants to reach out, and I feel like because I'm looking at this reach out now, and I feel like they want to kind of with this inner truth and like this reckless, remember with the reckless AF, it was like external influences, but also like internal toxic influences. It's like this person has had a wake-up call regarding how they were deceiving themselves, lying to themselves by allowing them whatever they were telling themselves to remain in this toxic energy, mean girl energy, icky. And then we have also, they were probably a victim of some kind of authority figures in their childhood is what I'm getting. We can look into that. But also, what we have here is boom. They kind of misuse their power here. They increase the power dynamic imbalance here on purpose by trying to put you down. And it definitely wasn't the truth here, because look at that. Look at how they truly felt. They're mesmerized by you. And they probably think about you a lot, since I said memorized. And it's like, yeah, they want to like, it's like they worked on themselves. It's going from like, you know, mean girl energy to like, it's like true friend energy. So I'm seeing like they've definitely worked on increasing their vibe here. But let's find out more, because I feel like they, okay, let's see what do I want to find out what kind of let's see, what do they want to say, because there's reaching out. What do they want to say? What do they want to say to Aries? A lot of cards. Okay, so once again, we get like that no contact blocked. So some of you, this is like confirmation. They're definitely taking a moment to kind of like heal and recoup. They might be spending a lot of time alone. We have Libra energy. Then we have Venus energy here, the Empress. So it's like, what do they want to say? I feel like they definitely hope to heal this connection, right? Just let you know about kind of their renewed outlook regarding the situation and how they treated you in the past here. And I feel like with this mesmerized energy, it's like we also have the Empress can sometimes be like friend zone here, and we have like kind of friends here, you know? So it's like this person could have just kind of maybe left you kind of in the in-between, like, you know, maybe left you thinking like, hey, this is serious, you know, hang in there, this can go somewhere kind of. But ultimately it's like friend zone energy it's giving me. And it's like you were somewhere in between, right? Lovers and friends. And that's what it's giving me. And then we have, but it's like you have everything that they could ever want to, but it's like they took it for granted here. It's like they just kept you in the friend zone, and it's like, and they just kept on telling you, you're not good enough, you're not good enough. And it was just projection, because like I told you, they're mesmerized by you. And then we have the Chariot. So like, what do they want to say when they reach out? It's like, they definitely want to reach out here. And it's like, with the progress, it's like, and then look at this non-committal energy. It's like, it's like going from friend to progress, right? So I do feel like they do want to take things to another level with you. Definitely, for sure. And they're going to talk about how they had control issues in the past, and the dark arts that they used to control people in the past here, for sure. And the dark influences that affected this connection. And they're going to talk about some, I think, like outdated beliefs that they did have to kind of release, especially. That was like a huge thing. Like I'm getting like societal kind of like what was right at the times kind of affected what, I don't know, there's something coming through about the times. And then, yeah, so they definitely want your forgiveness here. It's like showing up here for sure. And it's definitely showing me that they want to, like I said, go from friend zone to a higher level. And it's like, oh, look at that, the Hierophant. That's like the highest level. That's like marriage. And then we have Nine of Swords in reverse. They want to let you know about, it's like reaching out. It's like, what do you want to reach out about? What do they want to reach out about? They want to reach out. But yeah, they just want you, they're hoping to have this, okay? So I feel like that's pretty much, but they are definitely in a lot of turmoil over this idea. But ultimately, I feel like they are going to, we have the Chariot, we have the Knight of Wands. This is someone who moves fast. They're determined. They can move things with their mind. You know what I mean? And they're going to take a definite move here. I feel like it's going to be in the form of they just can't take it anymore. Okay, they're going to like remain here for a moment here, and then boom, the Knight of Wands is going to kick in, and they're going to like get back on course here and be like, I'm going to go get my ride or die. I left my ride or die, at this and that intersection, and boom, they found their like spiritual team, their compass, and they're like, oh my gosh, I got off track, and they need to rush back towards their ride or die. Look at that. Hold on. Look at that. So you two know how to have good trouble, right? You don't take it too far. Yes, you guys like to have fun, but you don't like to take it too far, right? But this person just got off course. They got off course in the past. I'm not belittling anything. I'm just saying this journey, right? Okay, so let's see. Explain mesmerized. Explain the Zendaya card. Okay, so we have someone who is just like, really, really just like focused on you, mesmerized by you, hypnotized by you. I feel like, look at this perfectionism again, right? So they made you feel like you were not good enough in the past when really you're their perfect match here, right? So what this person did was they used perfectionism to sabotage this connection, right? By telling you you're not good enough, keeping you on your toes. And then you tried, and then boom, they took off in that wrong direction here. And now they're bored. And it's like they need to definitely learn something here, right? It's like, I feel like they're trying to say, what's the lesson here, right? Because I do feel like they are in an energy where they're mesmerized by you and hypnotized by you, longing for you. And it's like they feel like they need to improve. They know that they need to improve. And then we have the dark side of wealth. So I feel like one of the ways this person went off track was that they just went gung-ho about material abundance, just about 3D stuff, right? And this person could have had ups and downs when it comes to financial gains and losses here, but it's like this person in their past may have had a lack of stability and resources, so that's something that this person definitely didn't want to happen again, and that kind of brought an extra element of callousness to this person's life. They've always put work and security and financial abundance over anything else, even if it wasn't right. If it was even if it was to their detriment. And we have lost opportunity. Yep. So it's like this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's like they should have, stayed with their ride or die. You were the one that they could have had this long-term, opportunity with, something that could, look at all this pentacle energy, something that was solid, and it's like the 10 of Pentacles, something that's forever here. And it's like they realize that they miss their chance here, and they're hypnotized by you. It's like they see you as this missed opportunity, and I get that they're kind of kicking themselves for making a bad choice, a bad investment here in the past. I feel like they did commit to something over you in the past, and it's just like they weren't thinking long term. It's like they were so short-sighted. So it's like I feel like they were affected by like the times somehow. Okay, I don't really know what that means, so you might know what that means. We have Knight of Wands. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Yeah, so someone who with that short-sighted energy, someone in the past with that Knight of Wands energy, they were definitely short-sighted, not thinking clearly. They made the wrong choice. This is confirmation they wish they had chosen you whenever, like back in that moment, that crossroads. And they know that they were definitely brutal and probably confused the heck out of you with that, starting off with that Wheel of Fortune and then quickly morphing into that icky cliche mean girl energy and creating chaos for no reason. And it's just like they were kind of telling themselves all these weird thoughts. Okay. Let's see. Tell me more about basic. Tell me more about basic. Why is basic here? Why is basic here for Aries? How is this person basic? I'm sorry, not trying to laugh. We have High Priestess. Okay. Yeah, like I said, they weren't listening to their own inner voices, right? They were going the times, right? What is basic about? That's about going with the times. That's about not thinking for yourself, making your own calls, your own judgments here with the High Priestess, realizing your own divine power, maybe recognizing your divine feminine, your divine masculine, recognizing who your soulmate is. When you see them, it's like, I feel like on a level, this person knew who you were, but they didn't want to face it, okay? And then look at that, knew who you were. Who were you? The Two of Cups. You can't make that up. Okay, that's their soulmate. Okay, so they didn't know who you were, like I said. And it's like this person, with the basic, they learned the hard way that society, the times, it's so arbitrary. What are you doing? You have to, what's not arbitrary is your own inner voice, okay? You do have to, now this takes a lot of work because you do have to like cut out the BS from what's true, right? So this person didn't do that, and now they're realizing what's sacred, what's true, and it's like their own line of consciousness with the divine, you know. And it's like this person is learning to not waver with their morals and stick to their morals, stick to their own like line with the divine and their consciousness, right? To stick to your ground, right? If you don't stand for anything, you fall for everything, right? So this person's learning to like, what do I stand for, right? Why was I such a pushover? Like, why was I just like a product of the times? Like, that's ridiculous. You're not a robot. You have to make your own decisions, do your own reflections, do reflecting and contemplation. What resonates with you, what doesn't, cut out what doesn't, and like make your own decisions here with the Two of Wands. Make your own decisions with your inner voice. And it's like they didn't. Look at that. They had their back turned to their true soulmate. They didn't see you. They weren't listening to their inner voice. But now this person's like, oh man, if I could go back in time, I'm connected to my inner voice now. I would have made that right decision, right? With the Hangman. That's what they're saying. I've had a change in perspective. I'm connected to my inner voice. I see what you are. So I feel like that's definitely connected to what they want to say as well. They're reaching out here. And reckless AF. This is someone who missed their soulmate opportunity here. A chance to spend their life with their soulmate. And with the trust issues and the Hangman, it's like they're hoping to definitely change your mind regarding how you might see them. Because, oh man, oh man, you do probably see them as very icky and very cringe. Okay, okay, so what are this person's upcoming actions? Oh my gosh. The Star, we have Aquarius energy, Page of Wands, and we have Four of Cups, and we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So, upcoming actions. This person's going to try to, the Page of Wands feel like they're going to definitely, they're inspired to try to heal this connection somehow. They're definitely feeling motivated and excited about it. And they really, I'm picking up on this ride or die double trouble energy too, especially with the Page of Wands. Like I said, you two really like to have adventures. You two are very curious. You two bring out each other's, oh, I'm seeing something now. You two help to heal each other's inner children. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah. And it's like this person kind of realizes that now. It's something that they had an epiphany about. And that's kind of something that they're excited about. It's like maybe it's been a minute since they've had someone that they could have fun with, an adventure partner, a ride or die partner. They're kind of feeling eager about that. And so it's like we have Four of Cups, Cancer energy, and then we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So it's like they're contemplating. Yeah, they're wanting to come towards you. Right now there's some delay here. They're kind of not sure how to do it, right? They're not sure if you'll take this offer. And it's like, once again, missed opportunity here. They realize that what they lost the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, their soulmate, the one that, you know, that they feel aligned with, the one who balances them out. And they've probably had very, very misaligned relationships here that they've never really connected with anyone in the way that they connect with you here. And they may have lived with someone and that could have just been miserable for a long time. And they didn't have the same values. And it's like you two definitely have the same values. And it's like, I feel like this person in the past was disconnected with their values. Yep. And so they made a choice, right, with the lost direction. They made a choice that was misaligned with their values in the past. Icky, cringe. And you saw that and you were like, ew, that's so cringy, that's so icky. And you were in disbelief over how cringy and icky this person was. Oh man, wonder what they did. And then where they're definitely hoping to heal this, so you can make a wish. So I feel like you will get your wish regarding this, whether it's just like closure or, you know, a reunion here. What are this person's intentions? Okay, yeah, they're definitely wanting to invest in this in the long term here, and they're really, I feel like they're willing to address their issues in terms of maybe they're a bit guarded with their feelings here. They protect themselves a bit too much. They realize that when it comes to a long-term relationship, that they can't just hold back when it comes to their feelings. They can't bottle everything up. That's not how it works. It's like, let's see. Tell me more about the Four of Cups, or Four of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, so we have the Queen of Pentacles, Three of Cups, intention. So yeah, this is someone who definitely wants to have a serious commitment here. So they are not going to, they want to kind of make up for holding back and being so guarded and not, you know, that missed opportunity, right? I feel like they realize they didn't invest in this missed opportunity. That's what they're saying. And then with this Queen of Pentacles, it's saying that they realize their mistake and they're definitely going to make amends for it if given the chance. Yeah, they overindulged in their fears in the past, and that's created this isolation between you two. Yep, and they're worried that you might still hold on to this resentment as well, but they definitely have this, it's like, what are their intentions? They want to reconcile. They want to make amends. They hope that you forgive them. Yeah, they're willing to take a look at, address this, right? What? The imbalance, the excess, the extremes, the overindulgence. This person, I do feel like they had some addictions, maybe some codependencies or hyper independence, something like that. But they want to address, you know, their past behavior here, let you know that they've definitely realigned with themselves, right? They were so disconnected, right? And that's why they give you that icky cringe effect. But they want to let you know that they've done a lot of healing and realignment with their values, their true values. That's why they have this regret. And here, Aries, so I feel like they just regret turning their back on you. And it's like, ultimately, I feel like you did put your guard up. You did see the writing on the wall. You may have, you know, stood your boundaries, put your boundaries up, made it clear, hey, this is not cool. I'm not going to. It's like you're icky poo, okay? And it's like you had a clear, you just saw the writing on the wall is what I'm getting. You just saw this person's icky energy and you're like, ew. And yeah. So I do feel like it's like they feel like you might still feel that way. Let's see. What? Any advice for Aries? Any advice? Okay, tell me more. Tell me more. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. We have Strength in reverse. And we have Six of Swords in reverse. Advice. Okay, what is going on here? Let's see. Okay. Anyway, so this advice, I feel like if you even wanted any advice regarding this situation, is that so I just see, this is interesting. So what I'm seeing is like a lot of like stubbornness, right? Someone who was refusing to see, you know, okay. hold on, Aries. So, like, in terms of advice, I'm just like, this is crazy. Okay, so I'm just saying, Aries, these might be a list of red flags. What I'm feeling is that some of your spirit team, what they're saying is like, there's like a list, like check, check, check. Like, if you see this, if you see this, if you see this, boom, go. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so for instance, if you see one sign of lack of commitment, or like this person not putting in the work, right? This person not learning from the past, this person not respecting your value, not respecting your hustle, your grind, someone who doesn't respect your independence or support you, whether it's your goals, your careers, your dreams, someone who doesn't take accountability for any, manipulation in the past, and then someone who tries to tear you down, tear your inner strength down, make you doubt yourself, and try to make you feel insecure. Like, if they resort to any of this icky poo, like this, you can even like just make them, write a list, check it twice, and be like, what about this? What about that? I don't know. Like, this is insane. But yeah, pride. If this person starts to act egotistical, proud, I just feel like this is like a record of receipts of things that they did, of like that mean girl situation. But anywho, it's saying like with the Six of Swords, I feel like you should at least give them a chance to bring it up, because I feel like with the Six of Swords in reverse, excuse me, this person is willing to work on this. It's this personal transition, unfinished business, emotional baggage. This person's willing to work on this, right? So I just feel like if you do have clear communication about this with a Six of Swords, but definitely I would feel like don't brush it under the rug. I would say clear communication is going to, and that's so cliche, but it's like, I feel like you kind of just like forgive this person, maybe brush things under the rug or something. I'm really confused. Maybe that's what you did. Maybe you saw like red flags and you were just like, oh, that's, but ultimately like, oh gosh, no, I'm sorry. You were making excuses, but then maybe ultimately you realize. So I'm just like, maybe communicate, right? Not that this is all your fault, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like maybe you might regret it if you don't at least address the issues. I feel like you might regret it if you brush things under the carpet again. So that's what I'm picking up for advice. That took forever, but sorry about that. But that's what I'm picking up. Don't make excuses for this person, okay? And kind of ask, hey, what's up? What's up with this, right? Okay, so I hope that was cool, Aries. Let me know if that resonated, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.